What's up everyone and welcome back to the channel. The new Elemental City is here and it's poison based, and we're going to be going over just some things you can be doing to help you out. I don't know much yet, because I'm only on stage 19, I'm just pushing through. We're going to go through each monster, what their passives do, what their abilities do. Then we're going to go through each boss and what they do and how we're going to kind of deal with it. But before we do, please do check out my Aptoid partnership on this clip here using Kazakh 5. You can save yourself a lot of money. Okay, so thank you everyone who is currently using Aptoid and supporting this channel. It does mean so much to me. Thank you again in advance for that. So let's have a little look here. The dungeon effect. The dungeon effect here is activated, obviously. Exact buff values differ among stages, which can be viewed on the battle preparation screen. Enemy effect, number 1. At the beginning of each wave, increases all allies' damage reduction by a certain amount. The effect of which is reduced by 50% of the initial value at the end of each self turn. So it's okay, so the longer it goes on, the longer it gets less. Okay, number 2. At stage 45, 60 and 75 reduces all allies' initial defense. Now, is this for the enemy? This got to be for the enemy. This is on the boss stages and it's going to be reducing their defense. Is that because it's solid? Is that because it's rock hard, like really hard? We'll find out. We'll find out. Ally effect, number 1. For each one blue mark hero deployed, that's Nita's mark. They really want us to use Nita, and also the new miracle heroes that are coming are going to be blue mark as well, I believe, or one of them is. I think both of them are. Increases all allies' piercing rate by a certain amount, or increases all allies' mastery if any ally successfully inflicts damage over time. So we can go direct damage and ignore defense, or we can go down the route of increasing allies' masteries, inflicting dots. Okay, so that's interesting. Ignore this team I'm using. This is just pushing through early on. This isn't what you're going to use. Please don't use this, you won't get very far. Number 1 on the Rock Dragon. Now, they all have the same passive. They all have this friggin' passive, and it's toxic. It's toxic, alright? It's really freaking toxic. Wait, is it slightly different? It is slightly different. Okay. First one is Rock Dragon. Whenever one layer of poison is inflicted on self, grant self 1 layer of rock piece for 1 turn, up to 5 layers of which reduces self all damage dealt by 15%. You know, this is how important poison is going to be. Each layer of poison inflicted on self refreshes the duration of rock piece, meanwhile consumes 5% of max health to grant self 1 immediate action turn when self is under control status at the beginning of each turn, which can be triggered multiple goddamn times. We're not going to be using control. On the Rock Scorpion, now this one's nasty. Whenever 1 layer of poison is inflicted on self, grant self 1 layer of rock piece, again reducing self damage dealt, which is huge. But whenever any enemy obtains a shield, Rock Scorpion pursues and attacks them 1 time, up to 3 times for each enemy every turn. This is going to destroy you. That's going to destroy you from Rock Scorpion. That's going to destroy you. They are dealing poison as well. Rock Hound. His passive is Rock Skin. Again, the same, applies as the previous, reducing their damage dealt with the poison on them. But each layer of poison inflicted on self, blah, 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 restores self health by 15% of max health and cleanses all debuffs from self when an ally dies, meaning we kind of want to target the Rock Hounds first. You can see it switching there from using a health burn or damage over time. It's switched to mastery here. It's switched to mastery damage. And why didn't that switch? Why? I thought it would have switched in between using either one. Never mind. But the Rock Hounds kind of want to be your first target. And yes, I am using Madeleine. I'm still waiting for a rework to happen. I'm going to have to build Nita. I'm pretty sure of that. But we're going to be on a boss stage next, and we're going to take a look at the boss. We're going to take a look at the boss. Okay. You see how they cleansed? Because the enemy died, they've cleansed. And they healed a bit. And they friggin' healed a bit. It's just gross. This is going to be much harder. I personally think this is going to be harder than the fire dungeons. Myself. Unless we're using poison, of course. Of course. Okay, so first up is... What's his name? What's his name going to be? We're going to get to him. We're going to get to the boss and then read through his skills. Not reading through it like that. Now, we want to kill this stupid dog first. There we go. Now we can't cleanse and heal and all that malarkey. So that's going to be the best way for you to do it. So the dog should be first. We kill him. We slay him. He's dead, so he can't do nasty, nasty things. But definitely you're going to be wanting using poison here. I mean, you see the poison stacking up. We're probably going to want a cleanser as well on our team. But then using Catherine, we're going to be in trouble. If we're using Catherine and we're putting his shield up, they're going to get friggin' turned. Okay, so first boss is Niasi. I don't know how you say that. You can see the reduces damage taken. We are aware of that. But let's have a look at his basic attack first. 100% attack damage to all enemies and increases the damage dealt by venom attack by 6% for every 1 layer of poison the targets have. First, passive skill. Passive skill. At the beginning of the enemy's turn, there is a 55% chance to inflict 1 layer of poison on them for 2 turns. And if it is successfully inflicted, there is a 50% chance to additionally inflict 1 layer. Meanwhile, it increases self all damage dealt by 5% at the end of each turn. Now his active skill, Venom Burst, 175% attack damage to all enemies, removes their buffs by the same layers of poison they have, and triggers all poison effects they have in advance. He's immune to control. Okay. That's a problem. That's a problem. But is Pao Ling going to be big here? I would think so, right? Pao Ling's got to be big here. Because he doesn't give us a shield, but he does give us debuff resistance. Does he give us debuff resistance? I know he cleanses. Maybe Isla is going to be big. No, because she gives a shield as well. I mean, that's easy for me right now, but that's not going to be easy in a couple of stages. I'm going to push through, get to 25. We're going to go over the next boss together and see. Yeah, we'll just see what's up. Alright, so we're on to Woods, who is the next boss that we're going to be fighting. His basic attack deals 100% attack damage to all enemies, cleanses all debuffs, excluding poison from self. Meaning, it's just showing how much they're wanting us to use poison here. Increases self-turn meter by 6% for every 1 debuff cleansed, which is massive. First passive skill, Venomous Backfire, reduces self all damage received by 60%. If self has no less than 3 layers of poison after being inflicted with poison, self all damage received reduction effect becomes invalid for 2 turns, the duration of which resets after being triggered again. If self has no less than 5 layers of poison after being inflicted with poison, gushing venom. Gushing. No longer inflicts deadly breath, like mine. If self has no less than 7 layers of poison after being inflicted with poison, Woods will be interrupted when casting Gushing Venom and deducts self 5% of max health. Meanwhile, increases self all damage dealt by 5% at the end of each turn. We need to have tons of poison on this dude. Similar to how we needed to use a lot of bleed on Letty. Gushing Venom deals 175% attack damage to all enemies and inflicts Deadly Breath for 1 turn. Deadly Breath reduces the target's healed effect by 50% and deducts 15% of max health from them at the beginning of their turns. What? After which they will die immediately if their health falls below 10%. Deadly Breath cannot be cleansed. Yeah, I have problems with that too. I'm gonna have to push through these, right? And I'm gonna have to do like set guides on each boss because this is sounding really tough. Not like the other dungeons. Not like this is sounding, I know fire was tough. But this sounds so much worse. It just sounds so much worse. I mean, I know right now he's dying, but direct damage. It could direct damage be any answer. Oh, I mean, no, not when they got tons of health. Okay, we're going to push through. We're going to push through. I'll be back in a moment with the other boss. All right, so we're on to the third and final boss, and his name is Alburn. I'm in the way. There you go, Alburn. And his first basic attack is deals 100% attack damage to all enemies with a 40% chance to inflict stun on the enemy of the highest max health cap for 1 turn. That's interesting. Passive skill. Alburn consists of Alburn Core and Rock Armor. Rock Armor is immune to all damage over time and can be reforged by the core in 5 turns after being destroyed. When Rock Armor is destroyed or reforged, removes all buffs and debuffs from self. Each time Rock Armor is reforged, revives Rock Armor by 50% of max health, refreshes the cooldown of Venomous Rock Sting, and grants Alburn 1 layer of Overheated, each of which increases Alburn's all damage dealt by 30% and reduces the defense by 20%, meanwhile increases self all damage dealt by 5% at the end of each turn. So that's what this colourful piece here is. This is his armour. This is his armour. And he's cleansing after it being destroyed. Venomous Rock Sting deals 175% attack damage to all enemies and inflicts 1 layer of toxic corrosion, each of which reduces the target's max health cap by a 10% up to 2 layers. Oh, I don't like the sound of this guy. I don't like the sound of this guy. I mean, yes, we are going to push through him. Or I think we are. So we can land damage over times while this is up, and it will decrease it. But once it's gone, it's obviously gone, and we're then gonna have to nuke him down as standard. And if in 5 turns, if he's not dead, he's gonna rebuild this 50%. There we go. So he's shifted. He now has no debuffs on him, and we need to restart everything. And you've got 5 turns. 5 turns to finish him off. I mean, yeah, okay. Don't use that as an example, please. Don't use that as an example. So that's that for the hero, for the enemies, for the bosses. The best thing you can do is hit the rock hounds first. Don't use control. Don't use shield. What the hell are we going to do? I'll be back with more information on this tomorrow. Good luck, everyone, pushing it now. I'd like to see how people have pushed when I'm in my slumber sleeping, and we'll go on from there. See what people have to say. See if we can get some more information out there for you guys. I need to start thinking of heroes that are going to be very useful. Obviously, Poison is going to be massive. You know, the likes of Taff, Turf, Walter, Nita. I'm not going to say Wolsey. What other Poison heroes can we think of quickly off the top of my head? I can't think of any. Maybe even Mafka and Malassa. Maybe even the epic heroes are going to be helpful here. I don't know. Well, I do know that Nita's going to be huge. Maybe some people will even wait for those Miracle Wish heroes, because they're going to be huge for this. They're going to be absolutely massive for this. I'm Kaz at the Ball. Thank you for watching. Take care. Have a great day, evening, wherever you are, and good luck in Elemental City because it's nasty. And don't forget, the special stages are always going to be the same.